Well, guys, SoFi keeps on moving, baby. Check it out. Up another 3.2%. SoFi's trading at about $16.60 right now, and it's safe to say that it's fully breaking out. We're going to cover the charts in this video, guys, go over my thoughts, what I'm looking to do, and we're going to break down overall, the indexes, how stocks are looking right now, which, by the way, they're looking pretty good. So hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join my free email stock newsletter and check out my Patreon for my real-time portfolio updates. That is down below. And with that being said, guys, let's dive into it. So as of right now, again, SoFi is trading at $16.60, up over 3.1%. And, well, it's safe to say, again, we're fully breaking out. The ascending triangle we covered a couple of videos ago, that's playing out. We're going to cover that more in a couple seconds here, in a couple minutes rather. And just the trajectory of the stock is clearly bullish, man. The momentum is picking up. And on a side note here, before we dive deeper into SoFi, the charts, what I'm doing, let me show you guys the indexes. The S&P 500 right now is up 0.7%. So who would have thought, with what happened over the weekend, geopolitical tensions rising, who would have thought stocks would have rallied this entire week pretty much? This goes to show how unpredictable the stock market is sometimes, right? Sometimes it's predictable, right? But a lot of the times it's, it does the opposite of what you think it's going to do. We thought it was going to be rough this week. Stocks were going to be dropping. Oh my God, deals everywhere. But, it's been up and away all week. It seems like every day we've taken out the highs from the previous day this week so far. You're seeing, again, S&P's up 0.75% pretty much. The Russell is pushing up 1% on the day right now. Dow's up 0.8. Big move for the Dow. 350 points in the green. Hitting a fresh high on the week here, the Dow. And which one are we missing? QQQ. Yeah, how can I forget, guys? The Qs. 0.8% in the green. And oh, by the way, another all-time high was hit. So all of this is obviously helping out SoFi stock, as the rising tides, lift all ships. Not always. Not all the ships. You guys have heard of that saying, right? And in this case, SoFi is running on, well, again, the entire market's doing well. VIX is down. But on top of that, it's been running really since the last Fed meeting, when we got news that we're going to get 2 rate cuts this year, right? By the end of the year. And we're, it's already almost July. We have a couple months left this year. We're in the back half of the year almost. And, it's coming. It's coming. And one of these meetings, I think in the September meeting, is when we're projected now to get the first rate cut. And, maybe I forget the next one, whether it's November, December, whatever. But that's good for SoFi, because you got to realize, and all you guys know this for the most part, but obviously SoFi is in the business of lending money. They're a fintech company. There's obviously other things they do as well, but the lower the rates are, the better for SoFi, because, again, people tend to borrow more money when rates are low. It makes sense, right? So if, we get another percentage point off of these rates, or even half a percentage point, this is going to cause people to get more personal loans, student loans, mortgages, especially mortgages, which I think could heat up for SoFi in the back half of this year. And the stock's really been pricing this in. That's the thing. We all know stocks are forward-looking vehicles. A lot of that is probably being priced in right now. But, of course, I think there's more upside left to be had. If you guys look here on the 4-hour chart, did we not call this out to a T? You guys are seeing it. We broke out of this triangle, which we called out many, many times across all these videos, right, for the most part. That played out. We took out 1520. We broke out of 1550, which is where we actually got about a week ago when we pump faked. SoFi gave us a little pump fake last week, and the stock tried breaking out. Then it pulled back again, but now it's fully breaking out. You're noticing we got that 1550 breakout last week, pump faked us, it sold off, but that was bought up. That dip was bought up. We bounced right off this 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart, And now we're ripping out of the highs from, the last couple of days, last week. And obviously now we're at multi-month highs on Sofi. And we pretty much filled the gap, just like we called out, all the way to $17 per share right now. You're noticing it right now. 17 bucks is where we hit in the middle end of February. And essentially that's, where we're pushing as of this video. So for me, guys, I've been buying the dip ever since we hit $8. I bought that dip, $9, $10. I was even buying shares at $12, $13. So I was buying all the way down. Well, not all the way down, but especially under $10. And on the way back up, I was averaging more into Sofi. And you guys know I sold these $16 calls that expire on July, I believe, 11th. I have to double check that. So there's a chance here, a good chance, some of my shares get called away. That's the reality here because we're at 1660. But we are in a situation here where we still have 2 weeks until those options expire, right? So I still have some time for Sofi to get under $16. And we're also in a position now where we're a little bit overbought. And I said earlier in the video, we could extend this rally a little bit. Sure, it could go to 1680, 17, maybe it pops over 17. But I'm thinking a pullback's coming, and this might time out perfectly for me or play out perfectly for me. I think if we pull down over the next week or two and get back under $16, it might chill there just in time for these options to expire for me before it then runs up again. I mean, obviously, it's going to take immaculate timing for that to happen. We don't know, but I'm going to wait it out a little bit. See what happens with these calls I sold, and I can always buy them back. Take the little loss there, and this is where you do kind of lose a little money on selling options when you buy them back. So let's say I got let's say, to keep it simple, $100 in premium when I sold these calls, for example, right? I got $100. Now, since the stock has gone up, those calls have gone up in price and they might expire in the money. Now, for me to buy them back, I might have to pay like $300 or $200, whatever it is. But I'd much rather take the little loss on, the selling, call side as opposed to giving up some shares, because again, I'd have to sell shares at $16 if the stock's over $16 by July 11th. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm probably going to buy back I'm going to buy it, close. Most likely I'm going to do that. I don't want to give up my Sofi shares. I might do it. I'm most likely going to do that, but we'll see. I'm thinking there's a chance we do get a pullback into July just because we're so hot and we're fully breaking out now. The stock's not just going to go up forever, guys. We're going to get a healthy pullback, and that's kind of what I'm waiting for. That's the reality. And, if we get it, I might hold on to those calls. If not, I might buy to close. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated. But for now, that's it. What do you all think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Run the likes up, by the way. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Join the free email stock newsletter. Check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates. And man, it's been one heck of a day. I know we're wrapping up the video right now, but let me do a quick rapid fire on other stocks moving. Enphase 12%. Circle 10%. Coinbase, another 7%. And by the way, guys, Coinbase is now approaching all-time highs for the first time in years, man. It's been years since it's been, back to what, $400 a share. Didn't an IPO just under 400. It ran to 430. Yeah, I mean, it's been years since we got there. Kind of looks like Coinbase wants to take all-time highs out. We shall see. Beyond Meat's moving, which kind of sucks. I don't know why that's on my watch list still. I guess for fun, right? CCL 2.3%. I think NVIDIA hit another all-time high today. Maybe I'll make a video on them tonight. But, man, it's been one heck of a day for stocks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments again. I'll catch you all in the next video.